Streaming live now on News8000.com. You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now, this weekend.
Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Allison Fergit. Downtown La Crosse will be hosting its Memorial Day Parade tomorrow morning. The parade starts at 6th and King Streets at 9 a.m. The event ends with a service at Oak Grove Cemetery. The Ho-Chunk Nation is continuing its weekend-long Memorial Day powwow. Nation members from all over the state have come to the Andrew Blackhawk Powwow grounds in Black River Falls to take part in the gathering. This powwow honors veterans and those who died in the line of service. Attendees say the powwow is a great opportunity to spend time with family and celebrate their culture. And Arcadia is continuing the city's annual Broiler Dairy Days. This weekend marks 72 years of the festival and has been jam-packed with family fun activities. Today, the event saw day 3 of the high school rodeo, as well as a fun run and their grand parade. Onalaska hosted its second weekly Farm Fresh Market earlier today. There were more than 20 vendors with products such as plant starters, lettuce, soap, and much more. The market has moved from festival foods to the parking lot at Ashley Furniture. Local farmers and makers will be there with their fresh goods every Sunday until the end of October.
It's a great way to support our local farmers and our local makers, our beekeepers, our soap makers, everybody. So I think they're really key to have one in every single city.
The event wrapped up at 1 this afternoon. A Galesville teen is set to compete on the world stage this summer. And as News 8 Now's Ken Kozarowski reports, she'll have a furry teammate by her side the whole time.
A child and their pet. It's a special bond. Especially true for 15-year-old Addison Connolly and her 6-year-old border collie, Cooper.
Like other dogs have the drive for a toy, a treat, he just wants to please and do whatever he can for me.
And Cooper can do quite a bit on an obstacle course like this.
Cooper, dig, 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 dig.
They've been training for agility dog shows ever since the pandemic.
We started with a lot of obedience because that's how they learn kind of the basic commands. YouTube searches to kind of learn how to train.
Once they got pretty good, they competed at the county fair.
And they're like, whoa, you can't stay here. Like, you got to keep going up.
And they have. After dominating the state level, Addison and Cooper punched their ticket to Portugal this summer. They'll represent the U.S. at the Agility World Championships.
It's very much a dream come true. I definitely broke into tears. I was very excited.
A dynamic duo, Addison leading Cooper through all the hurdles, weaves, and tunnels.
The bond is really the basis on the course.
Almost like they're speaking their own language.
Dig. He reads everything. So if I turn my shoulder, he's turning. If I step with the wrong foot, he's going to the wrong obstacle.
Sometimes Cooper can get a bit excited.
Come here. He loves jumps. He'll take a jump whether I tell him to or not.
But after 6 years, Addison knows just how to get him back on track.
A lot of patience and just really learning how to understand and work with a partner that you can't, speak true words to. Come here.
Because when you already have love and trust, even the toughest obstacles look easy. Ken Kozarowski, News 8 Now.
The World Championships will run from July 9th through the 13th in Portugal. Addison is one of 24 competitors repping Team USA and the only one from Wisconsin. So for anyone looking to train their dog or even just take them for a walk today, we had some pretty nice weather, Nicole.
Yeah, that was super impressive. I don't have a dog anymore, but I do have a cat, and she would definitely not listen to me like that. She's definitely the leader of the household, so good for them. Right now is the perfect time to get out and walk your dog, though. Gorgeous temperatures sitting at 71, mostly sunny out there, just a few puffy cumulus clouds, light winds as well out of the northeast, blowing around 5 to 10 miles an hour. Very similar conditions in Eau Claire with sunny skies sitting at 71 right now. Highs today just a few degrees warmer than we were yesterday, and we're actually getting closer to our averages. Average high now sitting in the mid 70s, so we're just about there, a few degrees still below that, a little bit cooler west of the Mississippi. Otherwise, a pretty nice day to get outside and do any outdoor activities that you have, and you still got a couple hours left ahead of us where temperatures are going to stay fairly comfortable. Staying in the 60s as we go throughout the evening hours, dipping down a little bit more once that sun sets as per usual, and we could have a few more clouds moving in La Crosse. Otherwise, a very nice and quiet evening ahead of us. Very similar story for Eau Claire as well. Tomorrow, not looking too bad either. Really, if you have any Memorial Day activities, especially outside, it's going to be a pretty nice day for it, but that's going to come to an end as we go into the second half of the week. So I'll have all the details in the forecast.
All right, sounds good. Thank you, Nicole. Today marks 5 years since the murder of George Floyd in Minneapolis. Local leaders held a special worship service in Floyd's honor. It was one of a number of community events this weekend marking Floyd's life and death. Those included a moment of silence when members of Floyd's family were joined by a crowd of supporters just steps from where he drew his last breath. Floyd's death sparked worldwide protest and a movement for racial justice. President Trump delivered the commencement address at West Point Saturday, telling cadets they are entering a golden era in the U.S. military. But it comes amid major changes in Washington, with the White House slashing the size of the National Security Council. Bradley Blackburn has more.
With cadets in their dress uniforms, President Trump donned his signature red MAGA hat as he delivered commencement address at the United States Military Academy at West Point.
You are the first West Point graduates of the golden age of America.
Continuing a 200-year presidential tradition, it's the second time Trump has addressed graduating cadets.
The job of the U.S. Armed Forces is not to host drag shows, to transform foreign cultures. The military's job is to dominate any foe and annihilate any threat to America anywhere, anytime, and any place.
As the class of 2025 celebrated, there was word in Washington about major changes at the White House. Secretary of State Marco Rubio announced a major reduction in the size of the National Security Council. Half of staffers are expected to be fired or reassigned elsewhere, and the influence of the council will be greatly reduced.
When I have a problem, I call up Marco. He gets it solved.
Secretary Rubio replaced Mike Waltz as National Security Advisor a few weeks ago, as he continues to lead the State Department. Overseas, American allies in Europe are bracing for new tariffs. Trump has announced a 50% levy on European imports set to begin by June 1st.
We've been ripped off by every nation in the world on trade.
The president is also threatening a 25% tariff on Apple devices like the iPhone, trying to push the tech giant to produce its products in the U.S. Bradley Blackburn, CBS News, New York.
Apple had already announced a $500 billion investment in U.S. manufacturing, but the president said he is frustrated that the company is also investing in a $1.5 billion plant from a supplier in India. Coming up, what new studies are finding about challenges to children's health, plus how much sugar is really in your favorite cereal.
Right now, you can get 4 free phones plus 4 lines for $90 with no trade-in.
Are we having the wool pulled over our eyes here?
Nope. And you get the latest phones.
High five.
Get 4 phones plus 4 lines for $90. And we'll pay off your current contract when you switch. U.S. Cellular, built for us.
Chevy makes affordable vehicles that help you enjoy life. Get more for less in the Chevy Trax. Maximize every mile in the all-electric Equinox. And power through with the capable Colorado. Enjoy endless possibilities and your new Chevy. Well-qualified buyers can get 2.9% financing on all 2025 Equinox models. Plus, get no monthly payments for 90 days when you finance with GM Financial. Visit HometownChevy.com.
To everyone making time for life's best moments, let us celebrate with you.
In Wisconsin, we love celebrating together.
Big days or any other day.
Thank you so much.
From hot and juicy to ooey gooey
to oh my word.
Oh my word. Serving you a handcrafted meal that makes today
a little bit more special. That's what fills us up inside.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
You're ready for home improvement. Bathroom, kitchen, windows, doors, and more. The question is who? Begin here. The Board Store Home Improvements. The most experienced sales team in the area. The most experienced installation team. Plan with designers concerned about meeting your wants and needs. Choose from a selection of superior products. Receive a detailed proposal and a firm price. No pressure, no games. Recently voted Best of La Crosse, locally owned and operated. More than you expect for less than you thought. The Board Store.
Our phones were made to help us connect, and somehow they've made us less connected.
Which is ironic.
Don't you think? Oh, I love this song so much.
Let's find us again with Us Mode. U.S. Cellular, built for us.
You're watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
A new study shows social media is making kids more depressed. The research by UC San Francisco showed as kids' social media use increased, their depressive symptoms rose by more than a third by the age of 12. Another troubling find, kids who are cyberbullied were more likely to attempt suicide and experiment with drugs and alcohol. A global study on children's health found the key challenges for young people are poor mental health, rising obesity, and exposure to violence. The study by the Murdoch Children's Research Institute also showed while children make up nearly 1/4 of the world's population, they receive only 2% of global health funding, showing more resources are badly needed. Kids' breakfast cereals are becoming even less healthy. A study published in JAMA found the fat, salt, and sugar content in breakfast cereals have all shot up since 2010. Meanwhile, the levels of protein and fiber have been reduced. The biggest concern, just one serving of the average cereal has 45% of the daily recommended limit of sugar for a child. Well, Memorial Day weekend is traditionally the beginning of summer and summer movie season. And if this holiday weekend is any indication, it's going to be a very hot summer at the box office. David Daniel has our early estimates for the top 5 films in theaters for Friday through Sunday.
And what is it we supposed to be doing? Being kind to one another.
Sinners made $8.8 million for 5th place and a domestic total of $259 million. Thunderbolts fell to 4th place with $9.2 million. It's at $174 million domestic. Final Destination's Bloodlines dropped to 3rd in its second weekend out, earning $19.7 million for a 10-day domestic total of $95 million.
Your team has been betrayed, Ethan.
Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning, the last hurrah for the Tom Cruise franchise, opened in 2nd place with $63 million, the best debut in series history.
Oh my God, control him. I'm trying.
Lilo and Stitch led the way. The live-action remake of the animated film made $145.5 million, the best Memorial Day weekend opening ever. In Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
Still to come, why the Environmental Protection Agency is pushing to erase limits on greenhouse gas emissions.
And your Memorial Day forecast isn't looking too bad, but that's going to come to an end pretty quickly. I'll have all the details and when we're looking to see some more rain entering the forecast coming up right after the break.
News 8 Now and TrustPoint proudly honored the top graduating seniors from La Crosse area schools at the Honor Student Banquet. These students are outstanding examples of academic excellence, and we're proud of them and their schools. Congratulations to these and all graduating seniors.
Get an 11% rebate on everything at Menards. From hitches to ratchet straps and everything in between, we've got all your hauling needs covered. This 2-pack of heavy-duty ratchet straps feature double J hook ends and are now just $14.99 after rebate. Tow smarter with a Tow Smart ball mount trailer hitch. It's built with durable steel construction that resists rust and corrosion. Pick one up today for only $14.99 after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
From America for America. That's what Ford and Sugarloaf Ford will do for you. Buy like an employee. Pay what I do. It's really that simple. Hi, Mike from Sugarloaf Automotive. Every truck, car, or SUV is included. And if you don't see it, I'll get it for you at no extra charge. So buy like me, the dealer. We'll see you on the sunny side of 61. Sugarloaf Automotive, Winona.
Sugarloaf Ford, Winona.
In the hunt, every detail matters. It's not just about the thrill, but a passion for the craft. And in the end, it's about the people you get to be with. At Overhead Door, it's about our team and those we get to serve. We can repair any garage door, but we only install the best. Overhead Door Company of the Seven Rivers region since 1921.
Hey Nick, what's your usual?
Yeah, please.
How's your day going?
Oh, pretty good. Air conditioning went out at the house, and I got some guys coming over to fix it.
Nothing that G&T can't take your mind off of, right?
Oh, absolutely, man. I can always depend on G&T to put my mind at ease.
Especially when I make them, eh?
Well, I'm talking about G&T heating and air conditioning. They have never let me down.
Call G&T. For the best heating and air conditioning, guaranteed.
Maybe I should switch to G&T.
News 8 Now and TrustPoint proudly honored the top graduating seniors from La Crosse area schools at the Honor Student Banquet. These students are outstanding examples of academic excellence, and we're proud of them and their schools. Congratulations to these and all graduating seniors. Expect more from News 8 Now. Thanks for watching.
The Environmental Protection Agency has drafted a plan to eliminate all limits on greenhouse gases from power plants in the U.S. The EPA argued that carbon dioxide and other greenhouse gases from power plants, quote, do not contribute significantly to dangerous pollution or to climate change, and that eliminating those emissions would have no meaningful impact on public health or welfare. Scientists have overwhelmingly concluded the opposite. Well, we've been lucky the past few days with some blue skies, a very different story from earlier this week. But will this last for Memorial Day? Let's send it over to Nicole to find out.
It's looking like we're gonna luck out. We got pretty nice timing coming up with our overall weather pattern. We'll have pretty decent weather going into tomorrow as well, actually very similar to what we had today. But then after that, more showers come into the area. So hopefully you'll get all of your outdoor plans done and over with today and tomorrow over the holiday weekend, because we do have a little bit of an end to it. It's not looking like to be a washout by any means, but it will be a little bit cooler and a little bit gloomier for a few days. But after that, it's looking like summer is coming back. We had a taste of it at the start of the month, but it's really going to come back in full force. But we have to get through the next couple of days first. Tonight, not looking too bad, mostly mild across the area. Many of us staying in the mid-40s for our lows when you wake up in the morning, and then still climbing into the low 70s again. Very comparable to where we're at today. For tomorrow's highs, overall mostly sunny. Could see some increasing cloud coverage later in the day, and overall light winds as well. So a very pleasant and comfortable day to spend out time outside, whether that's grilling on the lake or river. It's going to be a great day for it, so we're really lucking out. Here's those increasing clouds that we see later in the day. Again, mostly sunny throughout the morning hours, and you can see the temperatures rising pretty fast because of that. But as we get into the afternoon, seeing a bit of an increase in cloud coverage. Still looking to see plenty of pockets of sunshine through that, but by the evening hours, we could have mostly cloudy skies moving into the area, because we do have a system coming up from our southeast that's going to be causing us to see some more rain in the forecast. Again, not really happening tomorrow, thankfully, coming in overnight and into Tuesday morning. So tomorrow looking pretty nice out there. But here, as we go into tomorrow evening, we can start to see that increase in cloud coverage as a system off to our south starts to creep into the area, holding off on the precipitation until later into the morning Tuesday, thankfully. But it will start to be a little bit scattered because the majority of the system is still going to be off to our south on Tuesday. So scattered showers throughout most of the day on Tuesday, maybe seeing a little bit of a break in the evening hours, but by Wednesday morning, that's when we can see this low pressure system start to graze into the area. Right now, it's looking like it's just going to graze us just to our southeast, but if this shifts even a little bit further to the west, we could see some more significant rainfall totals going into Wednesday. Right now, it's looking like most of it, as you can see, is really going to stay along and east of the Mississippi River, and it should be out of our hair as we go into into Wednesday night, and definitely by later in the day Thursday. So here's a look at those rain totals for Tuesday. Very light amounts because it's very scattered in nature. Most of the area seeing anywhere from 1/10 to 1/4 of an inch, mostly just seeing cloudy skies throughout Tuesday. And then by Wednesday, some additional rain moving in, mainly seeing that extra rainfall more into central Wisconsin. But again, just a little bit of a shift in that low pressure system could bring some additional precipitation in. So definitely not a washout, but a nice healthy dosage of rainfall. But again, nothing like we saw last week where some locations got over 2 inches of rain. With that rain though and that extended cloud coverage, we are seeing a brief tick down in our temperatures. Most of the area on Tuesday staying in the mid-60s, a high of 67 in both La Crosse and Eau Claire. And then Wednesday getting even a little bit cooler. Most of us actually staying in the low 60s that day because of that extended cloud coverage. But after that, I don't know the next time that we'll be seeing highs in our 60s. I'm sure they'll be back because we can never have a fully nice and comfortable and warm forecast, especially since we're not quite in summer yet, but we're going to have those temperatures rising quickly. Wednesday, again, the high of 63, and then by Thursday, we're already seeing an increase about 10, 11 degrees, and then already by Friday, getting close to that 80 mark. So just in time for the first day of June, the 80s are back.
Perfect. I'm ready for summer. I'm ready to kind of leave the highs of 60. I mean, I'm okay with dipping there every now and then, but a high of 60, good riddance.
Especially in May. I'm ready for the Ages to be back.
Exactly. All right. Thank you, Nicole. And coming up next in sports, get ready for some Lager baseball. Plus, the Brewers trying to get back in the win column up against the Pirates. Cade is in next.
Proper installation of your new windows make a difference. The team at Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions are factory trained to make sure your windows are installed to last. Call or stop into the showroom for your free estimate.
Memorial Day weekend deals have arrived at Ashley. Now through Monday, shop incredible doorbusters starting at just $2.99. Add a queen mattress for as little as $5.99. And get summer ready with outdoor favorites starting at $6.50. Now through Monday only at Ashley.
Hey, what's up with no seatbelt?
We're not going far. Just heading to town.
Really?
Don't worry, folks. I got this.
What the?
Come on, man. You're more likely to get in a crash on a shorter trip. So buckle up every trip, every time.
Got it?
Got it.
Click it or ticket. Together, we can save lives.
Big things are happening in neighborhoods all over Wisconsin where an all-new scratch game from the Wisconsin Lottery is making a splash. It is absolutely amazing. It's $2,000 Loaded, a brand new $20 scratch game. It's a number match game with over 1,900 top prizes of $2,000 and over $7 million in total prizes. Now available at Wisconsin Lottery retailers.
Dahl Honda is proud to sponsor News 8 Now's Top Notch Teacher Program. It's always a highlight of our month to recognize the top-notch teacher and thank them for all they do for our students in school. Dahl Honda values the great work all teachers do for our children and community. If you know a teacher who deserves top-notch teacher recognition, please nominate them. Thank you, teachers, for going above and beyond and providing a top-notch education.
Memorial Day weekend deals have arrived at Ashley. Now through Monday, shop incredible doorbusters starting at just $2.99. Add a queen mattress for as little as $5.99. And get summer ready with outdoor favorites starting at $6.50. Now through Monday only at Ashley.
Covering all of the exciting action from your community, here's News 8 Now Sports with Cade Overton.
It's been a rough weekend for the Brewers as they lost in extra innings on Friday night and gave up a lead late in Saturday's game. With the Cubs, Cardinals, and Reds all ahead of them in the division, the Brewers need to get back in the win column. Let's go to PNC Park. Brewers up against the Pittsburgh Pirates. First inning after a Rhys Hoskins sac fly. There were 2 men on for Sal Frelick, and he goes back up the middle. That scores a run. The throw from Cruz goes over the head of the catcher. That means a second run comes in, and Milwaukee goes up 3. Let's go to the 6th inning, now 3-1, but after a leadoff triple, Adam Frazier lines one into center field. That scores a run, Pittsburgh within 1. Later in the inning, Tommy Pham at the dish, and he lines one out to left field. Frazier rounds third. He's in to score. We're all tied at 3. Let's go to the 7th. 2 on, 2 out, and it's Frazier again. This time a pop-up to shallow left. Isaac Collins can't get to it. Both runners come around to score, and the Pirates take a 5-3 lead. But here comes Milwaukee. Top of the 8th, and Caleb Durbin gets all of this pitch deep to left, and it's off the wall. 2-run score as the RBI double ties the game at 5. Next batter, and Bryce Terang is going to give the Brewers the lead. He sends it down the line and left. That scores Durbin as the Brewers hold on to win 6-5 the final. It's the Brewers' first win of the season when trailing after the 7th inning, and it's their first multi-run comeback of the year, but there's still a lot of work to do as they still trail the Cubs by 6.5 games for the top of the division and are 4 games back from a wild card spot. Memorial Day baseball tomorrow, hosting the Boston Red Sox, set for 1:10 in the afternoon. This week, the Northwoods League gets underway. The Lacrosse Loggers are back for their 23rd season, and they're trying to follow up last year's season where they lost in the Northwoods League final. Loggers start the season on the road tomorrow in Rochester, and their first home game will be on Tuesday at 6:35 down at Copeland Park. And if you're trying to catch a Steam game this year, their season starts later in June,
exciting.
at June 10th. So we've got a lot of baseball, a lot of softball ready for the summer.
Oh, I'm so ready for it. I can't wait to go to some games, get a hot dog while I'm there.
Nicole, you guys are already playing one
looking at the schedule, and there's not a lot of games at Copeland Park, at least for the Loggers. Maybe they are for the Steam on those Thursdays and Fridays, which are the days we have off. So let's bring them.
You'll
bring
find
them back.
You'll find one. All right, we'll have more news after the break.
Get the day's news in your inbox. Email newsletters from News 8 Now. Sign up today. Go to news8000.com/newsletters to get started.
This Monday, one day only, earn a 25-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver for every $50. That's a 25-cent fuel saver for every $50 you spend in-store and online. Monday only, and only at Hy-Vee.
You know it's time to replace some windows, a patio door, an entry door, or all of them. The Board Store's provided skillful installation of quality products for thousands of your neighbors for 35 years. Double hung slider, casement, awning windows, double glazing, triple glazing, white windows, black windows, wood grain. Our experienced sales staff will help you choose what's best for you, provide a detailed proposal, and a firm price. No pressure, no nonsense. One window or a house full, call or visit the Board Store for a prompt free estimate. More than you expect for less than you thought.
Sometimes my moderate to severe plaque psoriasis gets in my way. But thanks to Skyrizi, I'm free to bare my skin. With Skyrizi, I saw dramatically clearer skin. And many people were 100% plaque-free. Skyrizi is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines.
Now's the time. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi, the #1 dermatologist-prescribed biologic in psoriasis. Learn how AbbVie could help you save.
This Monday, one day only, earn a 25-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver for every $50. That's a 25-cent fuel saver for every $50 you spend in-store and online. Monday only, and only at Hy-Vee.
Can't really ask for a better Memorial Day forecast than this. Staying in the 70s across the area. Still a few degrees below average, but really not too bad as far as outdoor conditions go. And then just ignore those 60s because we have 80s coming up. About a week from now, we'll be back into the 80s. So I'm looking forward to it.
Thank
It's
goodness.
gonna be nice and warm.
We just got to survive the next couple days.
For sure.
And it's over.
All
Hopefully.
right. Well, thank you for joining us. We'll see you at 10.